มาแล้ว YouTube ก็เดี๋ยวเรามาปั้นดูโค้ดกันต่อ
One client,
Oh,
two
shit.
clients, three clients.
เอ้าสตามินาก็หมดเร็วเกินมันต้องเล่นมินิเกมป่ะวะอ๋อทำไงเก็บนี่คือเทพน้ำเหรอ
Allow me to intervene.
Is it my time?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
อ๋อมังกรโบราณอ๋อที่เขาบอกว่ามังกรกับเทพมันตีกันใช่ไหมเกมเนี้ยก็เก่งทั้งคู่
We
อ่ะ
go.
ไม่ว่าจะมังกร จะมังกรหรือจะมังเทพ
Let's light it up.
มังกรเวอร์กว่าอาคอน
Adventure time. Off we go. Everybody stand back. Scatter. Next customer. Yeah. Huh. Ha. Yeah.
เล็กตาหนึ่งอย่างนี้ก็ต้องเล่นในเรื่อง เกนชินนะดินี่ทำเดลี่ก็เดี๋ยวเล่นในเรื่องแล้วกันของใครในเรื่องยังเล่นไม่จบเลยน่าจะถึงเมืองดินนะก่อนเลิกอ่ะก็ตอนรู้จักกับพวกเมสแหละตั้งแต่เรารู้จักกันอ่ะเมส3 ปีที่แล้ว
I don't make burial shrouds, you know. Nice.
เมสมีเชียวลีด้วยเหรอเชียวลีมันลีปะหรือไม่ใช่ลีมาแล้วได้แค่วันละ800 EXP เองอ๋อเหรอ
Lend me a hand.
เขาเพิ่งรีไม่ใช่เหรอ ใช่ปะตัวเดียวกันปะเฮ้ย เท่อะเนี่ยมันคือชิโอริปะเออ
Huh?
หมดแล้วเหลือแต่ทำเดลี่จริงแบบพูดเท่เกินจริงมีอีเวนต์อะไรอ่ะแล้วทำอีเวนต์อะไรอ่ะ
Toodaloo.
เรียบร้อยเมะทำอันนี้ให้เหรอเดลี่เหรอคาร่าลิลลี่ซีฟู้ดซุปส่งที่ไหนอ่ะต้องวิ่งเหรอวาร์ปซีพี่เหรอวาร์ปด้วยเหรอจะไม่โกงเหรอ
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly.
อย่างไวเดลี่ยังไม่ได้เก็บเลยเหมือนเกมเล่นมาเดือนเดียวอะโทษมันคุยไม่ได้ถ้าเป็นมัลติเหรอ
Astra at Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for
หมด
completing.
ถ้าตันนี้ที่วันหนึ่งก็เล่นแค่นี้เองดิเกนชินตีบอส4 รอบหมดแล้วก็ตกประมาณวันละ900 EXP ประมาณ1,000 EXP ประมาณเดี๋ยวไปตุนดอกไม้ไว้ก่อนดีกว่าโอ้ยหูเต่าสบายชิงชิวเนี่ยไม่สบาย
Benny's Adventure Team assemble.
มันน่าจะใช้ด้วยกันจริงด้วยซูโคเป็นเน็ตใช้ดอกไม้เดียวกันการอยู่สบายเดี๋ยวไปเก็บดอกไม้ซูโคซันอยู่เอ้าไหนว่ามันมาให้ไงอะไรวะอ่ะมันเป็นรายอาทิตย์เหรอดอกไม้เป็นรายอาทิตย์เหรอรวบรวมในพื้นที่แนะนำทั้งหมดแล้ว3 วันเหรอจริงก็ควรจะปลดฟาร์มไว้เยอะอยู่บอสน้ำบอสลมบอสไฟไม่ต้อง
Ow!
9
Where did that come from?
4 บวก 4 บวก 4 เป็น 8 พอบอสไฟพอแต่บอสขาดบอสลมบอสน้ำดีครับพี่พัฒน์
Silly chirp.
งี้กว่าจะขึ้นวันละพัน7 วัน ใช่เหร
The
อ
sun's out to bathe in sunlight. But
อ๋อได้มาอีก4 อัน
bathe in moonlight.
เรื่องนี้เมื่อไหร่จะซ่อมเสร็จ ตัวมัน เล่นถึงเมืองไหนแล้วเมือง2เองพี่พัก เล่นถึงเมืองบินเมืองดินเนี่ย เล่นถึงเมืองนี้เอง เรียกว่าเมืองอะไรลี่อยู่อ่ะ สกิลอ่านจีนผม-10
Silly chick. Huh?
ใช่มี2 เมืองนั่นแหละ ตอนนี้คือแบบโอ้โหทวีปเพียบ แล้วไอ้ตัวที่มันอยู่บนแท่นน่ะ เราทำให้มันตกมันได้ไหม จริงมอนที่แบบ ชอบดักยิงเราจากบนหออะหรือว่าต้องใช้ตัวธนูยิงมันอย่างเดียว พวกกิกกี้อ่ะเมื่อวานทำเดลี่แล้วมันมีแบบให้ทำลายเสาใช่ปะแต่มันจะมีบางตัวที่มันยืนอยู่บนเสาอ่ะ ต้องใช้ธนูยิงมันอย่างเดียวอ่ะ ขึ้นไปไงวะนะอ๋อ มันก็ต้องใช้ตัวที่มันถึงใช่ไหม พวกตัวสกิลกว้างๆ พูดยาก ก็ยังไงผจญภัยการอยู่มันก็สบายสุดเคยชื่อเสียง ก็ไม่ได้ทำใช่ตีกับชายแล้ว จบที่ตีกับชาย ไปญี่ปุ่นเหรอ มีตัวฟรีปะเมืองญี่ปุ่น หรือว่าตัวฟรีมันให้หมดแล้ว มีไลเน็ต มีโคเล่ที่ได้ฟรีอะนะ เดี๋ยวเก็บงานนิดเดียวเองดินเน็ตเมืองน้ำเขาเรียกเมืองพืช
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue. Ow!
พี่เล่นอีก3 เดือนเควสก็ไม่หมดอะโดยเฉพาะเมืองพืชจริงดิพอเกมมันเปิดนานแล้วคอนเทนต์มันก็จะแบบจุกๆเงี้ยหรอแต่มันทำอะไรได้อะมันก็ต้องแบบพี่มันเริ่มจากการอยู่มันก็เลยยากไงใช้คำว่ายังเล่นไม่เป็นแล้วกัน ถึงตอนนี้ยังเล่นเกนชินไม่เป็นเลยสกิปได้ไหมสกิป
Yes, yes. They have the audacity to go after anything. The 7 dragons, gods. No ancient artifact that relates can escape their greedy ambitions. Still,
พี่เคยเห็นคนตื่นเช้ามาแล้วปั่นเควสจนค่ำแล้วทำแบบนั้นวนอีก2-3 วันไหมล่ะ
Oh,
นั่นแหละผม
traveler.
เควส อาระนาราทำผู้เล่น PTSD
Ganyu,
เควสนั้นถ้าไม่มีไกด์ผมเลิกเล่นแล้วอะ
do you have a commission you need to post?
สวัสดีครับคุณอิทธิพล
Hello.
ขอบคุณครับสำหรับอะไรครับ
We were just discussing the.
Yes.
เป็นไงบ้างเล่น
We
เกม
were
อะไร
just
อยู่
saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the abyss.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some big joint operation.
Two big time
เกนชินพอไม่มีเงาแล้วแบบตัวละครตลกเลย เพราะว่ามันเน้น
They're
เงา
known
มัน
as
ไม่ได้เล่น
Big Sis
3D
of the
อะ
South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor.
ไม่ได้เล่นเลยครับ เพราะไปนอนเฝ้า
remembers he
แม่
tried
ที่
to
โรงพ
run
ยาบาล
away
ครับ
from
หายไวครับ
Mondstadt.
ขอให้คุณแม่หายไวนะครับ
Who's Big Sis of the South?
You already know something
ผม
then.
เพิ่งจะกลับมา2-3 วัน
Thus
นี้เอ
you
ง
must
อ๋อ
have crossed paths with the treasure hoarders many
พัก
times
ผ่อนเยอะๆครับ
before. You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her boss. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her
ลองหา
exploits,
ข้อมูลนี้สิ
making her big sis of the gods. But that's probably just a wild rumor.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been secretly guarding in the shadows. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the ruins, then send an expert thief inside to steal the treasure.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That's quite an impressive sounding title.
Oh, indeed. He is an extraordinary individual. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers.
เหมือนจะเจอละ เดี๋ยวนะ อ๋อมีโกซอสอยากได้ ให้ดาบหักเหรออืมใช้คำว่าอะไรอิมโรอีมิโรได้ดาบละแชทมีเว็บอยู่เกนชินผมเล่นอยู่ตอนนอนโรงพยาบาลเล่นถึงเมืองแล้วครับคุณทารุเล่นเมืองถึงเมือง2ครับที่อยู่ครับอะไรอะพี่หาดาบทำไอคอนเราไงตอนนี้ตอบอะไรก็ได้ครับไม่มีผลต่อในเรื่องแต่บทพูดจะต่างกันเปล่าเมื่อกี้หาดาบอยู่
So you're familiar with the author of the Tevat travel guide then? Correct.
หาดาบ
The
อยู่
Grand Thief
เจอ
is
แล้ว
someone as renowned as her. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his status to come and personally oversee this operation.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have their hands full. They don't have any time to investigate rumors about treasure hoarder activity. But anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there
เปลี่ยน
is
แบตยังไงวะ
some unknown danger lurking beneath the surface. So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave this commission to us.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck. The guild will take care of the details of this commission.
Save this money or invest it.
เนี่ยมันเราต้องเล่นเควสแล้วระดับตำนานเหรอระดับตำนานหรือว่าเทพเจ้าเทพเจ้าวะถูกแล้ววะเทพเจ้าเควสดาบอ๋อไม่ใช่หมายถึงว่าดาบหมายถึงดาบไอคอนแบทอะเทพเจ้าถูกแล้วโอเคเดี๋ยวหาที่เปลี่ยนก่อน จำไม่ได้ว่าเปลี่ยนที่ไหนกี้
Next
เจลา
on
เขา
the
ติดอี
agenda.
กเควสหนึ่งอยู่ไงเลยต้องไปทำมันถึงทำเควสให้พระเจ้าได้คืออะไรท้าทายใช่มีการอยู่กับฮูเต่า กับเพชรอีก20,000 เจมจาก3 ปีที่แล้ว เติมไว้ตอนรวยๆ20,000 เจม20,000 เจม
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable.
ยังเป็นเกมอะไรที่มันแบบ
There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
ฮิวให้หน่อยสิเพื่อนโอ้เพื่อนไม่ฮิวเลย
For Rex Lapis!
โอ้จงอีซี่โหมดอ่ะเอาเบนเน็ตกด R2 ไปเผาโลดอ๋อ มีคุณเต่าด้วยคุณเต่าก็เผาโลดไม้ได้
More
นี่
signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
อ้าวแล้วผ่านไงอะอ๋อเอ้าจะไปกอหมอกแล้วกอหมอกแล้วนายแม่หมด โอ้ my god
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's... Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right? But this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's... Hello? Are you okay, mister?
Are you okay, mister?
He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here. And... now what? We can't stay here. Quick, run!
คืออะไรอ่ะ เฮ้ย ปีนไม่ได้ด้วย โอ้โห ไม่แล้ว
on the agenda?
You cannot spy on the secrets of the Abyss. You have come here. You have seen our secrets. For this, you must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by
เดลิฟ
mistake.
นี่คือคาชายเหรอ
So, you are with Dainsleif, that constant annoyance in our affairs. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing you can do to change the
พี่ชายหัวทองมือ
tide.
ฟ้า
The Abyss is unstoppable.
ๆเหยาเหรอเหยาจาก Watering Wave เหรอ
This power!
Oh my god.
I've never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
โอ้ยเปียกชุ่ม
This power, it seems familiar.
ก็ต้องเคยเจอสิ เราเป็นสับเปลือ
I
ผู้
see.
เต่าเป็นสับเปลือก็ต้องเคยเจอมา
So
ก่อน
it's you. You are the one.
You are the one อีกแล้ว
In that case, I shall stay
ทุก
here
เกมเราเป็น
no
The One หมดเลย
What a tough battle. Are you okay? Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them? Huh? What is it? What are you thinking about?
อะไรไปม่อนอ่านความคิดเราไม่ได้หรอ
Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now. Let's get out of this scary place before something even more dangerous shows up.
So, we meet again.
อ่า
A little sooner than I had expected.
ทำไมเราไม่ได้บังคับ ไม่มีตัวนี้สักทีอ่ะ
Judging by your expression,
มันไม่
it
เก่งเหรอ
seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands.
อ๋อ
No, I have
เมือง
never
ความมื
seen
ดใช่
such
ไหม
a thing during my time fighting the Abyss. Though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way. We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity? With Dane helping out, maybe we'll be able to solve more mysteries about the Abyss.
ไม่แล้ว เรื่องตอนนี้มันถึงไหนอ่ะนี่ถึงอยู่เมือง 1หรือเมือง 2น่าจะเมือง 2ปะ ไปเมือง3เพราะว่าค่านี่ไปแล้วอะค่าชายไปแล้ว
Let's light it up. Time to go. Everybody stand back.
Those abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the but I have a feeling that their plan with this one cannot discover the truth, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all this.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue our search.
ไม่ชอบเล่นหูเต่าเพราะเลือดมันชอบลดเวลาสู้ ปั้นบาบาร่ามาฮิลดีไหมเนี่ย หูเต่าต้องมีทีมเฉพาะ เนี่ยทีมเฉพาะ เปลี่ยนหน่อยเป็นซูโค้ดอะที่คิดไว้นะ
Blaze over. See? This isn't good. God's over.
Hello.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up. Yeah. I'll remember that.
ไอ้ยา
Time to clean up. No touching.
Wow, besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence? Or...
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago. Just like your appearance in that tavern, time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just the connection between the Abyss Order. Rather, they are both branches.
Branches?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was...
Huh? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the... Oh. Speak... Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit. Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Teyvat?
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you
ผมไม่มี
did.
ปู่จงอ่ะ
because
ก็เลย
he
จะตั้ง
woke
ซู
up
โค้ดแทน
first.
ครับ คุณอิทธิพล เป็นฮูเต่าแน่นอน
And it
ซู
was
โค้ดเป็นเน็ต
shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Khaenri'ah. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Khaenri'ah.
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Lille, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the seven
ดูแล้วทำไม
nations
มัน
to
นาน
find the
มัน
seven.
สกิปไม่ได้นี่เอง
Where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Khaenri'ah. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
มันไม่มีตัวอื่นนะครับคุณอิทธิพล มีแค่การอยู่กับฮูเต่าครับ2 ตัวมีแค่นี้เองพอไปเสิร์ชดูเขาก็ให้เล่นซูโคสแทนคาซึฮะครับเพราะว่ามันไม่มีตัวอื่นนะฟรีทูเพย์อะนายน้อยเปลี่ยนเป็นไฟ2ให้ติดระเหย แล้วก็เอาซูโคสอะมาโอโต้ให้อาวุธนายน้อยอะไปแปะน้ำศัตรูรอบที่2พอแปะน้ำเสร็จปุ๊บซูโคสก็ใส่สกิล2 ครั้ง แล้วก็เปลี่ยนเป็นฮูเต่าเบิร์ดครับ ที่ผมดูนะถ้าผมไปถามใครก็เนี่ยในแชทด้วย ที่ผมถามแชทก็ให้เล่นแบบนี้แล้วก็ถามใน Discord ฝรั่งเขาก็ให้เล่นทีมนี้ครับ ทีมนี้ ก็คือชิงชิวบาบาร่าเซฟหมีเหรอเนี่ยนะ
I'll take care of it.
อ้าวแล้วเมื่อกี้บอกบาบาร่าเชฟหมีอ๋อโอเคครับไว้เดี๋ยวปั้น
I won't hold you back. Much.
อ๋อแล้วก็สลับ2 ตัวงี้เหรอ
I can't wait any longer. 'll take care of it.
เดี๋ยวลองปั้นดูครับ แล้วมันต้องโรเทตไงคุณดิพล
It's so nice to de-stress.
เล่นจนไปเมืองอินาซึมะได้ค่อยฟาร์มตัวอื่นเต๋าออกมากดสกิลตัวสุดท้ายอ๋อคือตอนเนี้ยไม่ใช่หรอกการอยู่มันแบกเพราะว่าปั้นการอยู่ไว้เยอะเวลาเล่นมัลติก็เล่นกันอยู่แต่มันคอมโบไม่ได้แค่นั้นเองใช้เกมเมอร์เซนได้เลยเต็มที่ต่อระดับสุดท้ายพอน้อยๆเป็นตัวเปิดกด
If you
EQ
lie on the grass, you can feel the
แล้วไป
heartbeat of
เป็น
the
เน็ต
world.
EQ แล้วไปเต่าเลย E แล้วพุ่งพอ HP กด EQ อ๋อเปล่าที่เห็นเขาเล่นเขาจะแบบแปะละเหยอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเพราะตอนน้อยๆมันกด R เหมือนมันจะแปะน้ำทิ้งไว้มั้งแล้วก็เอาตัวที่3มาละเหยแล้วก็พอตัวที่4ก็คือ
We're way behind schedule.
ที่มันเป็นซูโคสเพราะว่าซูโคสมันไม่ได้ทำระเหยซูโคสมันมาแปะน้ำโดยการใช้ออโต้แอคแท็กเสร็จแล้วก็กดสกิล2 อันแล้วก็พอน้ำติดแล้วเปลี่ยนเป็นฮูเต่ามากดคอมโบระเหยอีกทีหนึ่งเฮ้ยไม่ตีไม่โดน
Next on the agenda.
อยากเงินเหรอเอาไปไหนแล้วล่ะ
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Conria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the Field Tiller came about.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries,
ไม่น่าจะมีครับ
gradually
ดังเบน
spreading to every corner of Tevat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
This is long overdue.
Everybody stand back!
Quit it!
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
I'm a little low on energy. For Rex Lapis!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
This talisman seems
Long
connected
how
to
in
the
the
Abyss
horn.
Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it?
ที่ไหนเอ่ย
Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the
Jelly
faith
Sang.
of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The key word here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last
บา
time
บาร่า
it
จ
was
ริงๆไม่อยากปั้น
Santi's
นะ
old
เพราะว่า
friend.
ตายบ่อย
This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
No.
บางจังหวะ
From the
น้ำมา
contents of
จะ
the
ดอกมะเฟือง
talisman, this operation
จะเอาไฟ
goes
ฟ้า
one
ไปตี
step
มะเฟืองจะ
further.
เป็นมิสไซล์พุ่
They
งใส่
won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very
ขอ
few
แค่ EM
people
ชนะ
today
ท่าล้วน
truly
ๆคอมโบที
understand the
ละ30,000
civilization of Conria. Though, of course, The accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osial's limbs to construct a mechanized god, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller. Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
พี่เทยังหล่อเสมอ
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the
นัก
first
เดินทาง
field
ธาตุ
tiller
ไม้
is, how
ตัว
about we
โกง
take
เลย
the
ครับ โกง
information
แบบ
about
โค
the
ตรโกง
statue
นะ
as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh? What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
เติมน้ำแป๊บแชท
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a
มาแล้ว
lot
มาแล้ว
left to do.
ทีมนี้เราหลักจะมีนักเดินทางไม้ เจลิซ่าเคอร์ชิง น้ำฮิวบาบาร่า ตัวอะไรก็ได้ที่ไม่ใช่ไฟเพราะไฟจะไปเผาไม้ ที่มอนโดนไม้แปะอยู่ ใส่ซูโคดได้ดีด้วยเพราะรวบได้เพิ่ม EM ได้มีเชอร์ขิงกับลิซ่าอยู่ทำไมวาดไม่ได้อ๋อกดสีเหลือง ตอนเมนูตัวละครได้ครับ มันจะโชว์ตัวละครทั้งหมด อ๋อ กำลังปั้นซูโคดอยู่แต่จริงๆตี้มันขาดซับเตนแหละ บาบาร่าก็น่าสนใจ
Next on the agenda.
A huge
จ
statue.
ริงๆเผลอดีกว่า
But how
เบนเน็ตอีก
aware of it.
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though.
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral. Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon. And actually, the Animal Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past.
นี่
I
คือเวน
don't
ติ
see
เหรอ
any reason I would need it now, or in
รู
the
ปปั้นนี่
future
คือเวนติ
either.
ใช่ไหม
That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in
AR
ourselves and
49แล้ว
ask
ครับ
around.
ตอนนี้รอ AR 50อยู่
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have.
อำนาจ
Also,
เดินทางลิซ่า
meddling in
บา
the
บาร่า
affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone. คุยกับบาบาร่าว่ะ
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course!
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we
พูด
can't
แทนเราหมดเลย
hear
ไพ
about
มอน
the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside. It's for your own
ไม่มีครับ
good.
คาสึฮะ
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let
ว่า
me
จะเปิด
think
เทป
about
ไฟ
what other unusual incidents are in the church's
เจมส์
records.
น่าจะเหลือพอเทปไฟพอดีครับ
Oh, the tyrant's final fury?
The tyrant's final fury.
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
ใช่แต่ว่า
People
ตัว
at that
ทีม
time
ผม
believed
เนี่ย
it
ไม่
was
มี
a
ตัวดาเม
curse
จเนี่ย
laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's final fury.
กู
This
เต่ามัน
strange phenomenon continued for about a year.
มัน
No
เลื่อน
one
ร
was
ถเร็ว
ever
ไปหน่อย
able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried
เสียง
to
โรซา
attack
เลียตล
Mondstadt
กอะ
last time during the storm terror incident.
หน้าตาเหมือนซอมบี้แต่มันไม่น่าจะเสียงอย่างนี้
They're at it again?
Indeed, they're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for
มันน่า
certain.
จะปล่อยบีมได้เหมือนใน
Master
เวอ
Jean
ร์
has
ลี
already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
ใช่ตอนนั้นก็จะเปิดโรซาเลียอยู่ครับก่อนเลิ
I
ก
will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the animal Archon protect you all.
ต้องอัปเดต ต้องอัปเดต เดนก่อน
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osial, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom.
บอสใหม่เหร
The
อ
Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
อืม
What
พวกตัวละครซีรีส์อาคอนเทพประจำเมืองคุ้มที่จะเปิดทุกตัวเลยครับ
When the sun's out, bathe in
ที่
sunlight.
40ก็บัฟทีม
But
ดี
when the
มาก
moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Go! Huh?
Rain outlines your fate.
ๆหนีไปไหนล่ะ
See? Draw's over! Phew.
มันต้องมีตัวออนฟิลตัวหนึง
I'm going in. Yeah.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Why do they never miss?
Stand clear. Time to go.
ตอนเบิร์นมันต้องมี R อยู่ด้วยไม่งั้นมันไม่แรง
Ha! Teamwork is dreamwork.
เนี่ยมันไม่มีตัวออนฟิล
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
The closer we get to the target, the more
ครู
enemies
เต่า
there
ตอน
are.
นี้ของไอดีคุณทารุคือสไตล์แบบ
Fits
โอ
the
ส
Abyss
คูมัน
Order
เล่นยากกว่า
style.
ต้องมีทีมเฉพาะนะครับ ใช่
Yeah.
คือผมชอบ
Go!
จะทำอะไรดี
I'm not going any further.
Huh?
คือชอบตัวละครอ่ะ แต่ว่า
Is it because you're afraid of fluffy
วิ
animals?
ธีเล่นทั้งการอยู่กับครูเต่ามันไม่โดน
It has
ไม่โดน
nothing
ใจ
to
เท่า
do
ไหร่
with wolves. I
ผม
cannot
อยากได้ตัวที่มัน
possibly agree with his
ง่าย
action. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but you shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust
ๆ
them
ถ้ามี
and
เจ้า
don't
วังวน
hunt
เมคา
them.
ครูเต่าจะ
That's
กลาย
some
เป็นตัว
awkward
โดดทุ่ม
advice. Does
ที่
the
ท่ามัน
end
แรง
hate
มาก
the
ๆแทน
seven, or is he protecting them?
ตัวไหนเหรอวังวนเมคา
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
ครูเต่าโดดทุ่มทีละ300,000
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the
เทนกป้า
area.
ข้างบ้าน
Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Up, there we go. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also
Aw.
keep your guard up against
Kaya no ka na.
unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you.
รู้จักเจแว่นอะ
Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Devon.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas, this god's spirit... He does not often see people. Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
อ้าวแล้วรูทเมื่อกี้หายหมดเลยดิขอโทษจีนโอ้ให้เจอมัง
Let's light it up! Rain outlines your fate. Rain cut.
Swirl, Mark 2.
เอ๊ะไปไหนละนี่ใช่ไหมเส้นหยุ่นปะอยากได้ตัวลิงกังอ่ะอเล็กอย่างเงี้ยในเวียดอะไรอย่างเงี้ยตัวลิงกังอ่ะก็หวังว่าเทพไฟจะเป็นลิงกังอยากให้ตัวลิงกังมาไวๆชิวลีมันลิงกังปะยังไงดีอ่ะหรือเปิดชิวลีไปเลยชิวลีมันลิงกังปะจะเล่นที่ตัวไหนจริงเอามาเล่นละเหยอย่างเดียวอ่ะบางคนเขาก็เล่นธนูไฟเนาะ
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You not welcome here.
อ๋อมาจับหมาเหรอ
Wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past. Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain. Bow before the abyss!
Witness the power of Gugwa! Everybody stand back!
That's not right. Don't break my glasses.
มีคนฮิวให้อ่ะ
Higher, higher, hands on fire.
ไม่โดนด้วย บ้าบอ
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Adventure time. I'm going in.
Yeah. Animal test
โดนอีก
Stand clear.
Let's light it up.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Rain outlines your fate.
See? Time to go.
มันไม่ลดพลังอ่ะ
Everybody stand back. Let me weave you a verse.
Oh, เป็นน้ำ
Let's light it up.
The end is nigh. The world will fall. Surging tide. The world
Going in.
fall.
Yeah. Animal test 63. God's over.
ไม่โดนอีกแล้ว
No, my sword.
อ๋อมันเป็นน้ำเหรอ
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Stand clear.
Tide. The world will fall. The abyss. The ceremony was
มันแพ้ไฟ
interrupted.
ใช่ไหมเพราะถ้ามันเกาะน้ำก็โดนระเหย
For you. How does an old spirit have
เจ๊เล็ก
such
เนเวียพี่
determined
นิว
will?
เจ๊เล็กใช่ไหม
This is
ใช่
but
ใช่
a
ผมอยากได้พวก
small
นั้นอ่ะ
unforeseen
มาติดไอดีสัก
variable.
ตัวหนึ่ง
Our grand scheme will not be affected.
It disappeared again.
แต่ตีสี่คนนี้ก็น่าจะเริ่มโอเคแล้วนะ พอปั้นเลเวล ปั้นอาวุธ ปั้นลิลิกนิดหน่อย
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupical. But still.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But scary outsider. Not respect trial rules. I too didn't see.
Wait. So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too.
ผมปั้นตัวไหนฟาร์มบอสนี่ดีอะโอเชียนามีอิทธิพล
Do
ตอน
you
นี้
know
ผมแบบ
anything about the
มีปัญ
first
หาเรื่อง
field
การฟอร์มโอ
tiller?
เชียนามากเลย
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it.
By the sounds of it,
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. All
fireballs. Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too, also be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
อ๋อ ถ้าเจอตัวน้ำใช้น้ำแข็งมันก็จะแข็งนะ
Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success? I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good. And back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before. So
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before.
ตัวไหนอ่ะก่อนน้ำจะแพ้ทางน้ำแข็งกับไม้เป็นพิเศษนะครับลดเยอะอ๋อนึกว่าไฟอยู่ด้านล่างอ๋อตัวนี้เหรอ
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see?
กริบ
Huh? Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited. What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try.
น้ำมันแพ้สายฟ้าใช่ปะสายฟ้ากับน้ำแข็งปะไฟฟ้ากับน้ำแข็งปะ
And done.
Wow! It's a...
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Oh, right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue.
ห้องน้ำแป๊บแชท
We can't have the church get involved. Let's
อ้าว
handle
เด
it
นยึด
ourselves.
เอง
As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
What? Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
เอ้าแล้วทำไมไม่ไปแต่แรกมาตามล่าหา อันนี้ก่อน คือนั้นเหรอ ที่มีแท่งไฟขึ้นมา เพราะวันนี้ขาดแค่ Punishing Gray อย่างเดียว ที่เหลือเล่นหมดแล้ว
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in.
โอ้ยพูดมากอ่ะไดมอน
Surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tibet. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it.
เออ
Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
เออ
Huh.
ในทางลัดเหรอ
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. And be careful to not be overwhelmed by the...
You are just as vexatious. I sense your soul is... Oh, then we are the...
It is your words that forever... Time to silence you!
คืออะไร เอ้าเราไม่ให้เราเล่นเป็นเดนล่ะปะโท
I let my guard down.
Absorption test. Yeah.
Let's light it up. Yeah, everybody stand back. Let me weave you a burst.
Don't break my glasses. Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75. Higher, dance on fire.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of... Teamwork is dreamwork!
Animal test 6308. See?
เอ้าไหนว่าเดนสู้ไงครับไม่กลายเป็นเราสู้ brother bro
Prince.
Hey,
bro
could that be?
Lumine.
มันต้องชื่ออะไรอ่ะเอเธอร์กันแหละจริงๆแล้วอ่ะ bro
He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald. Your brother?
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your brother knows Dane?
Ether. We meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows him too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
อะไรเนี่ยงง
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man
Bro.
Dainsliff was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet.
เนี่ยปากไม่ขยับเห็นปะ
Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through
อ๋อ
this
ลู
world
มีน
once.
เขาเรียกกัน
Once
อยู่
you
ว่าลู
reach
มีน
the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you.
เนี่ยมันชอบเขียนศัพท์กับคำพูดไม่ตรงกัน ใช้คำน้องสาวก็แปลว่าเขียนน้องสาวสิมาเขียนชื่อเรา
We've
ทำไม
always had enough time.
เพราะในเรื่องเขาไม่ได้เรียกชื่อเราซะหน่อย ช้า มีเดนที่ไปทัน เดนตามไปทันเหรอ
Left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Really? Are you sure? At least now, as well as the 7, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right?
เมื่อเราไปถึงอินาซุมะแล้วเกี่ยวอะไรกับอินาซุมะอยู่ดีก็เอ่ยขึ้นมาเอี่ยงวะ
That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty.
ฉันสนใจแต่เอเธอร์เลยไม่ได้ตั้งใจฟัง
Oh, well then, let's go over it again. First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother Prince. It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Still, we don't know for sure if he's the highest ranking leader in the organization. Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be he wants to destroy the 7 and the 7 nations? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order. So that's why your brother said that Dane is his enemy, right?
เนี่ยขนาดไปมอนพูดก็ไม่เกี่ยวอะไรกับอินาซามิเลย
But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright. If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, show him what you're made of. Come on, traveler. Let's go. Never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
เทพตนนั้น คือใครเทพตนนั้น
Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
อยากถามเทพตนนั้น
Yeah, Paimon bet she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the animal and geo archons. So, next...
ไปหาเทพสายฟ้ากัน คืออะไรอ่ะ
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find
ก็คือ
some
เรา
other
ตาม
way
หา
in.
เทพ แต่ละธาตุ
We asked someone
เพื่อ
from
ถามเหรอ
Inazuma
ก็
how to
คือ
gain entrance.
เวนติไม่รู้เรื่อง จงลี่ไม่รู้เรื่องเงี้ยเหรอ
Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Lua Harbor. She's from Inazuma. Let's see what she has to say.
เจ้าพวกนี้ น่าจะบอกเรานะ เกมจะได้จบเลย หลานอะไรอีกล่ะหลาน
Ad Astra Abyssa.
โอเคครับ คุณมีอิทธิพล
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Ichising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
Rito คือใคร
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of
อา
the
เบ
way.
โดเหรอ เบโดเพื่อนเรานี่
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
One client, 2 clients, 3 clients. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! One client, two clients, three clients.
This is so dull.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo!
This is so dull.
Wanna come over for tea? Huh? Toodaloo.
So many travelers.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! Huh? Toodaloo.
This is so dull.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo!
This is so dull.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo!
This is so dull.
Huh? Toodaloo.
This is so dull.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
This is so dull.
Huh? Toodaloo.
This is so dull.
Wanna come over for tea?
One client, two clients, three clients. Toodaloo. 'When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
การเดินทางของเราไปเมืองสายฟ้าต่อ
Toodaloo.
ก็น่าจะ50ได้ปะถ้าทำเควสอย่างเงี้ยอ้าวอยู่กลางน้ำเหรอต้องว่ายน้ำไปเหรอฮะแชทอะไรวันนี้ว่ายก็ว่ายปีไม่ได้แล้วนี่ถ้าไม่ดูหน้าแล้วก็แวนได้ใช่ไหม จมน้ำก่อนดิโอ้บ้าบอ
Yeah. If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life. Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Katsuha เหรอ
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. there'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want her to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
เจอกันครับคุณอิทธิพลขอบคุณมากครับวันนี้ได้เลยเจอกัน
Oh, what a cute treasure coffin! before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. You said that they had to be renowned fighter.
If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life.
Let's light it up! Body and mind. Huh?
Are you here for the...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your... But this tournament is more than just a chance.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our
This master of yours must be pretty
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. You probably wouldn't have heard. He's got to be a grand master to the Ling Shan clan. He teaches a special...
Force disperse?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you... For example, our master can use it to alter...
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extreme.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course. This is a grand master we're talking...
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant...
See you in the arena.
อย่าบอกนะว่ามีแต่พวกกิกกี้น่ะ
Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then it'll allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense! Have you been living on... Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were two of them trying to escape. They tried to sneak past me under the... I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. All right.
I'll see you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. though a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I trust you. Only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm Terror Devalin and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa!
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be—
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for— Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. In any case, looking at the competition, it's alright, it's showtime!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow—
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint,
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small, so come on. We all...
All right. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want... You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure... What? For one thing, we don't want... So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade. Besides, at your level...
Huh. To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. We're finally here, folks. The real show with...
The captain, your opponent has fought many rounds to get to... You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause. Very well.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for...
Your opponent in the semifinals is... I do not doubt your abilities, but...
Relax. My girl's at the...
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all
That
been
cost
waiting
my
for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
It's a fury!
I'm sweat. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, but mine, I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get...
No, I didn't. I only want... Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow! Now...
If you have the chance in the future, please...
by the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated.
Maybe next time.
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a I faltered. For but a brief, given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physics. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match.
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge... Don't even get me started. I don't dare tell my master about this. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining and...
Oh, alright then.
Thanks.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Ben?
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of... But you were quick to adapt, and managed to... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard.
He's right. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who are...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessary. As for the guy you'll be facing, what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your...
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial tradition. I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have given your talents.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from...
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
However, there is only so much that come with me.
โหเราต้องดึงกลับมาอีกอะนะ เศร้าอะ
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element.
Paimon knew that you were...
That's right. If the other contenders were to... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations. When I talk since a young age, I've been... It is things of this nature.
As crazy as all that sounds...
My humble abilities are net to think a human could wield the... And not to mention your incredibly complex...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy?
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the god. However, I still wish to have the honor of... Of course, I too shall share with you all that... Now then, let...
Ring cutter!
Stand clear.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! Time to go! No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa! Rain outlines your fate. Rim cutter. Ha! Teamwork is dreamwork.
Swirl, Mark 2.
Your skill... Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat it. In other words, as long as you remain mindful, please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you. The world is a truly mysterious place.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own...
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods. And what influences the god's decision to grant my apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding... So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria? Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
มันก็วาร์ปให้ โอ้นึกว่าจะต้องแบบ
Why isn't he? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax of the croc. We've seen many exciting Now, I'd like to introduce. She strikes fear into the heart of Osai. Wow! I'm sure everyone witnessed, but today's final. As for our other combatant. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for no. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up...
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about that. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exact. I never thought that's...
No need to worry. Even the craft... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Let me weave you a verse. Let's light it up!
Absorption test.
I'm going in! Huh? No, my sword!
Can't run from death.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Witness the power of Google. Time to
go! Teamwork is dreamwork!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Ah, ไม่โดนเหรอ
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me!
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into, and on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist, namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time.
Aha! So you were supposed to—
I'd intended to win the contest your skill. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow, after all I went through to get it, I think not. Really? Fine. But
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll...
Rain outlines your fate.
Stand clear. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Just you watch.
It's over.
I'll have my revenge.
No, no. Do it.
He has persevered to the bitter. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you.
No need for that.
Huh?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. But unfortunately, nothing. Yes. I wanted to from the moment he stole the vision. I've tried many other methods, and though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, come, Why don't you...
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind...
The story begins with an old friend.
เพื่อนเก่าคาซู
He
ฮะ
was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
อ๋อ เป็นวิชั่นของเพื่อน
Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble, but thank you.
Ugh. มันให้ไปทำเควสลองก่อน
Huh?
All tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing.
Who's that skulking around?
มันเปลี่ยนท่ายังไงนะเปลี่ยนท่ายังไงนะครับ
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Jueyun Karst.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adept, they commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Jueyun. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just...
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion, say she couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu,
we couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
We don't even know how long we've been working. We feel guilty for taking even a short breather.
Looks like you got a serious emergency on your...
Speaking of Jueyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go...
Of course! We've been there...
That's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode.
It's about time she came back to...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
เอ้าทำไมให้มาท
So Ganyu left to visit
ำการอยู่ก่อน
Cloud
ล่ะ
Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel
มัน
Out?
ไม่ได้เกี่ยวอะไรกับการอยู่นี่ได้ละ
We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there. There you are, eavesdropper. Let me amuse myself a little.
I'm going in! Let me weave you a purse. Let's light it up!
The merrier. Animal test 6308. See? Let me amuse myself.
Time to go.
Rain outlines your fate.
Just once more.
มันก็ไม่เกี่ยวอะไรกับชูหานนี่
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux Clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she had...
It's not unusual for those two to...
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the...
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero. He knew he stood no chance of winning, in which case, the Crux Clash comes to a...
Huh? So that... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the Champion's Medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
One client, 2 clients, 3?
ช้ตัวธนูสิอ๋อทีมผจญภัยมันเลยต้องมีตัวธนู
What can I do for you,
ตัว
traveler?
ดับใหญ่
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made a rain. Now that I think about it, it's been quite.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovision. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. Well,
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this.
Just following orders.
เทพเจ้าผู้ไม่สั่นคลอนไรเดนวาร์ปได้ไหมอ่ะเรามีไบโดไหมนะไม่มีด้วย
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious. Well, now that we set sail for the land in
Anchors away!โอ้อย่างสวยเลยเมืองญี่ปุ่นน่ะโทมัสเหรอ
Oh, hey there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou. Bye-bye.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sucrose decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
โอเคแชทก็วันนี้น่าจะพอแค่นี้นะครับก็สนุกดีนะมาถึงเมืองสายฟ้าแล้วนะครับเมืองญี่ปุ่นนะครับก็ถ้าเกิดใครชอบก็อย่าลืมกดไลค์กดแชร์กด Subscribe นะครับแล้วเจอกันใหม่ในการไลฟ์เกมชินรอบหน้านะบ๊ายบาย
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo!